Every year I make it a priority to sit down and physically write out the goals that I want to work towards for the next 12 months. And for the last 3 years, I've always had a goal centered around creating more content. Now, one of my goals for 2025 is to be more consistent on YouTube and post a minimum of 1 video per month for every single month of the year. It doesn't take a genius to work out we're now in February, which means we're already a month behind. Let's change that. Before we dive into this year's race calendar and talk about my peak races for the year, as well as my targets and aims for these races, we actually need to take a trip back to June of 2024 when I posted some of my last YouTube videos leading up to the Leamington Spa half marathon. Now, I did actually race the Leamington half, and I even filmed the entire day and went to the lengths of editing the race day footage. So I think that it's only fair that you get to see what actually happened back in June of 2024. Maybe grab some popcorn because you're in for a treat.
Just gone through 3 miles in 21 minutes, 37 seconds. Only about 30 seconds behind where I want to be. It's time to keep the pace and run 650s for the next 7 miles. Half miles in, man alive, I knew we. Don't actually know when the Portaloos are, but at this rate, gonna have to use them because my bladder feels like it's gonna explode. 3 mile 10 in 1:14, which is 6 minutes further than I wanted to be, but it's fine. Race for 2 halves, got 5k left. Can do a 5k in my sleep. Got to dig. Thank you so much. Honestly, thank you. And you.
Well done, Jack.
Let me assure you that I will not be racing the Leamington half again anytime soon because it was so hot, so hilly, and it was so hard. Now, nonetheless, I've actually been quite proactive and I've got races staggered throughout the entire year to hopefully give me a much more consistent flow of motivation to keep running. So peak race number 1 of the year is once again going to be the Adidas Manchester Marathon, which is going to be held on Sunday the 27th of April. Similar to last year, I'm doing a full 16-week training block leading up to this, in the hopes that I can run a marathon PB on race day. 2025 is the year where I really want to run a sub 3-hour marathon, so if training continues to go well for the next 11 weeks, this may just be my A goal when it comes to the 27th. Now currently my summer is pretty open because I haven't found a race or a distance that I've set my heart on for the middle months of the year. A 5 or 10k may be nice, as I just don't think I can deal with the blistering heat and having to run anything further than a half marathon, because Leamington half, that was character building at its finest. However, as we move into autumn, peak race number 2 of the year is going to be the Oxford Half Marathon on Sunday the 12th of October. Again, time-wise, I don't really know what I'm going to be aiming for, but I'm hoping to be somewhere in the region of 125 to 128, and I'm looking to do a dedicated 8 to 12 week training block for this, so probably starting somewhere at the end of July into the start of August time. And then to wrap up the year, peak race number 3 is going to be another marathon in December, and this one's going to be quite special because it's in another country. Logistics are still being worked out, but in terms of actually being entered into the race, that's set in stone. Like, that is done. My name is in the race and I have a bib number. Annoyingly, I can't book flights for December just yet, as the flight schedules from the UK haven't been released, but it's safe to say that I'm pretty excited and it's going to be a pretty cool way to end the year. As far as future videos for the channel go, they're going to remain being focused around my training, running shoe reviews, tips and tricks, race day videos, and any other topics that may be useful to other runners. And because of that, I've made the bold choice to change the branding of the channel ever so slightly, just to fit in with the types of content I'm going to be making. So if you look just below this video, you might have noticed that the channel name has now changed to Chasing Edge. If you notice a red subscribe button, you should totally click that whilst you're there. The honest truth as to why I changed the channel name is EDGEVISIONS was the name that I built all of my photography accounts on, and is the name that will always be linked to the photography content that I created. Chasing Edge, however, resonates so much more with the types of content that I'm going to be creating for this channel, and the themes and ideas that are going to be so much more prominent in the content that I share. It also happens to be the exact same name as my running Instagram account, so feel free to go and drop me a follow over on Instagram. But changing my channel name and posting this video marks the start of me trying to consistently post on YouTube in 2025, and I really hope that you stick around to follow me along on the journey. So if you've enjoyed today's video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel, as it genuinely means the absolute world to me. Also, I'd love to hear some of your 2025 goals and hear how you got on with them in January, so comment them down below and maybe I'll share some words of wisdom to give you an extra boost. That's all from me. Have an absolutely smashing day, and I'll catch you all in the next one. I feel like I used to say something at the end of my videos. No bad days. No bad really hurt my foot.